Good morning. Happy full moon in Aries. Yeah. All cuddled up on the couch. Honestly, I've never named him before. Like as I'm talking, I'm thinking like Raja. Yeah. My mom made him. He's just so freaking cute. He's just the cutest little thing ever. Yeah. But today, this is our channeled message for this full moon in Aries. And I am going to introduce myself and offer a disclaimer today because these are, I was pulling cards for myself this morning, and the Tower card is my qualifier, the Devil card, the Death card, they all came up. And when I was chatting with my guides, they're like, it's going to be gentle. It's going to be gentle. And so for anyone who's new here, I want to introduce myself and offer a disclaimer because sometimes the way that my messages come through, or the way that Source speaks to me, the way that Universe speaks to me, is a little bit like, get it together. It's gentle. It's totally fine. It's gentle. It's gentle. Compared to what you've gone through, compared to what has happened before, Sarah, it's gentle. So, welcome. My name is Sarah. I am here to help you make sense of it all. I'm a channel, do spiritual counseling, astrologer, tarot reader. I don't know what label to use. I'm struggling with the label, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For this moment in time, channeler is the best word because I'm going to be channeling messages for you for this full moon. My disclaimer is please do not take anything that I say as doctrine. This is not a session that you contracted for me. So these are offerings. If they resonate for you, amazing. If they don't, it's not meant for you, and that's okay. Neither is right or wrong. My reality is my reality. Yours is your reality. And neither takes from the other. I want to bring you a little closer to me. And neither takes from the other. There's nothing within my reality that affects yours, if that makes sense. And there's nothing in yours that affects mine. I love coffee. You might hate coffee. Me drinking coffee doesn't really affect your life. You drinking tea or juice or whatever it is that you like doesn't really affect mine. And again, sometimes my messages are a little bit intense and we move quickly around here. We speak from I statements. And so I'm going to, the way that I channel, and I had someone ask me that the other day, like, who do you channel? I go directly to source energy. I go directly to the highest and greatest good for all involved and invested. So it's not like a person. It's, source energy. Sometimes, my Catholic heart likes to visualize like a Santa Claus looking being in the sky telling messages, but that's not really the way. So I go right to source energy. My guidance team offers me specific messages, or they talk to me in specific ways. I also have galactics that have been with me for a little while. Galactics, like my guides show me images over here. The galactic screen is over here. I've kind of like past life views over here. But this morning, messages have been coming in like a flip book. And I'm going to do my best to decipher which are the most imperative for this community, this collective that sees this to hear. And I'm going to use terms that don't make sense, but I'm using them because language is very limiting. And so I have a being that it's this version of myself that she works in a storeroom, and she's, my records keeper. Some people would call that the Akashic records keeper. That is a term that some people use. That's a term that can be very triggering for other people. So as I was saying, which pieces of the flip book are most imperative for this community to hear and to see, I saw her picking, 3 different pieces of paper from the flip book and holding them up. I'm going to use terms today, like records keeper, psychic attacks, all different things. I would absolutely love to highlight, if you are new here and this resonates and there's any fear vibration that's within your space, within your body, I have a free digital download. It's called Sarah's Protocol. The link is in the description. The link is in my biography, the about section, my link tree. It's a free download, and it basically is a quantum protection bubble that, we kind of decided a long time ago that I would take over until you were ready to take over it. And when you're ready to take over it, you can understand how to bubble yourself, your family, how to ground yourself, all very simple declarations. But just know, if you feel like you're waking up in the middle of a quantum battlefield, or if things are ever scary, that you're safe, you're bubbled, and you're protected. Sarah's Protocol, it's a completely free download. Definitely go check that out. That's for you. That's for you. So I'm going to sage again, and I have the window open so that the smoke can kind of clear itself out. So if there's any street traffic or anything that goes on outside, that's just the way it is. Things should never be the same. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. I love you all, and you know that. And so just like when I see my shaman and she's talking to my guides and she's like, this is a lot. They just kind of like push out of the way, and they're like, I gotta talk first. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Yeah, they do not mince words. They do not mince words. So I was trying to be like, the angels are coming through. And they're like, no, it's not the angels, girl. It's not the angels. It's very Arcturian. And the last message, there was like a really spicy one from the grandparents' energy. So I'm going to ground and get started. And if you feel like you want to pause this video, check in with yourself, watch it at a later time. The full moons are very emotional days. So if this is a little bit too much or intense, just please watch it at another time. Watch it on Saturday. It's okay. It does not mean that you're not doing your job, that you're not doing your work, that you're not doing your best. This is just saying that there's so many intense energies coming to the planet. Yeah, we're putting the messages in order. Okay, let's get into it. A lot of us are experiencing the moment of we knew better way back when. We knew better. Something's coming up. Something, some reality, some job, some space, something, some thing that we want to do, we want to be, we want to experience, we want to say, we knew better a long time ago. We knew better a long time ago. Give the shame. Give the shame. Give the shame. Give the shame to the moon. Give the shame to the full moon. Give the shame to your guides. Give the shame to God. Give the shame. We are going to start with the light language for shame that we will cut into a video just for you, so you can come and watch this at any time. This is not just for the full moon. This is a light language to help you release shame. It does not matter what bucket your shame belongs to. This is the umbrella of shame. Barushki tukana ka chishkayana warutukukushkupoaya latio kokokoshipokana rantu tukushipaka ratata tishkikia rompotikoria tiania rashi tukura ranti kukuhiashkitia orantia hoya hiako rantia poranta rantuku shipo ra. Offer it to your God, to your guides, to your guardians, angels or otherwise, and say, take this shame from me, give it a color, give it a name, give it a label, and put it in the basket that they are presenting to you. Take as many moments as you need to lift your shame and give it to them. You need not be Atlas. You need not carry the weight of the world or the past or the uncomfortable way that you cannot see the future. You are meant to. You are not meant to in this time see it. Give your shame, your confusion, your lack to the God of your understanding, your guides, your ancestors, the beings in front of you, and say, take it. I don't wish to carry this anymore. And next, if you're new here, when that happens, it's a new moment, it's a new channel, it's a new image. Drink some water if that's helpful. That might be it. For some people, that's okay. I'm throwing a lot at you. Proud of you. Proud of you. Proud of you. All right. We have the Arcturians. Ooh, very intense energy. Arcturian, I have Lyran, I have Andromedan, I have Palladian, I have, like, it's very Galactic Federation energy, but a specific group of beings that have come to talk about the United States and the change from this full moon to the next full moon. It's just a lid popping off. They talked about that in, I think it was the Scorpio season video, I want to say, where the lid gets popped off and the rules get burned and people are just, I'm hearing it in Sarah Jessica Parker's, amok. It's Halloween season, a spooky season, so I get it. And so they're saying, know how to close the blinds, shut the door, stay at home, drink water, and how can you laugh in the midst of what is going on out there? How can you say that's their reality and that's what they need? So this is two images in one. So there was one moment where, like I said, we knew better way back when. I want you to look at a moment in your own personal life where you had to be in the depths of an addiction, a bad situation, something for you to learn your own lesson. And I want you to think, like, did someone try to tell me, like, that I shouldn't be in this situation? Did somebody try to tell me and I didn't listen to them? I couldn't hear them. You know, a lot of people, you know, it's like part of the steps where you ask for forgiveness or you apologize, but only if it's okay to do so. Like I was thinking when I was engaged to someone I shouldn't be engaged to, I had a friend be like, this is the biggest mistake of your life. And I literally cut her out of my life. It was one of the biggest mistakes of my life, but I had to experience those steps. There's nothing anyone could have said to me in those moments that would have taken me. That's very Aries energy. So we're releasing Aries energy. I'm an Aries sun conjunct Jupiter, so I get it. And so when it comes to this time period, and when we have family members, when we have people that really are living a life that we think is less than. You're like, Sarah, they're in an addiction. They are doing things that are less than. That's our perspective, because when we are in addictions, that's not less than for us. That's our reality. That's our truth. Like, I used to, years ago, was a pack of Marlboro Red 100s a day smoker. People would walk, and I just literally would be like, I have an addiction. And I love my cigarettes. Like, I would marry my cigarettes. I would just like eat the nicotine underneath your fingernails. Like, I didn't care, because that's where I was. That was my perfect reality. So people are in their perfect reality. We are all individually in our perfect reality. Otherwise, we would be in a different reality. So it's not easy to say this is a judgment, but it is. That's us saying they're not 5D'ing, they're not awakening, they're not ascending in the way that makes sense to me from where I'm standing right now. It's like every year, every breath, every day, we know better. It's like when I turned 22, I knew everything. When I turned 29, knew everything. 33, knew everything. 36, knew everything. Today, knew everything. Like, we learn and are on our own path. So it's finding the ways to look at our role in this situation and try to love people where they are as they are, with healthy boundaries. And what I love, that the visual that I love about boundaries is boundaries aren't saying you got to stay out. It's saying, this is what I can offer you. I want you in my life. I used to offer you this, and I was worried about you 24/7, and I can't do that anymore. So this is what I can offer you now. Take it or leave it, or you don't even have to tell them. You just show up when you can show up, and just say no when you can't show up. They're saying that portion is over, but they really want us to look at in the United States. In the United States right now, just do very simple things so that you do not have to worry. Whatever that looks like for you, it'll look different for everyone. What do you mean by that, Sarah? So when I, am walking in the woods or walk at night, I have this little stabby thing that I keep on my ring finger, or not on my ring finger, but it's a ring. It's called Go Guarded. It's for runners. It's this little stabby thing. I have, weapons on me. I live in the US. And so I walk so I can still, be in my black cat energy and be sauntering and feeling good, but it's like the F around and find out type energy. I don't have to walk around like this. I walk around as my vibe. I walk around as myself, because I know that I'm safe and bubbled and grounded and protected, and everything that I need, I've done. Everything that I could possibly do to protect myself, I have done. And so whatever that looks like for you, this is more specifically for US citizens, just from now until next full moon, that will be in Taurus, but will be after the election. Keep water in the house. Keep some food in the house. Keep gas in the car. I don't perceive it to be like the darkness days. I just think that I won't want to go outside. I won't want to be amongst chaos. I won't want to be standing in line at the grocery store when people are fighting in the middle of the street. That's not the reality that I live in. I just like snacks. So for me, it's kind of quantum. Okay, so what they're saying is they're showing me like three different parallel worlds. I don't believe anyone's coming to save me. So I don't believe in the political system. I don't believe in any of that. I know that if it's in front of me and I can see it and I can touch it and I can channel it and I understand, like if it's within my world and it's something that I have control over, then it's of my control, and then it's something I'm going to focus on. But that I don't believe in. We know astrologically alone, Pluto return for the US, that entire thing is crumbling down. We're living through that. We're living through actively the fall of an empire, and that's where our grounded disassociation comes from. That's where our need to kind of be like, what is going on? That's also where empaths and a lot of the 20-somethings right now are feeling so many absurd anxieties and emotions. So don't entertain that timeline. Recognize that there are certain laws of this matrix. For example, like if I get hit by a bus, take me to a medical doctor. I'm not going to be able to energy heal myself very quickly. Please take me to, a Western medicine doctor. That's a specific thing. Gravity. If I walk off, like for right now, that's where we are. So we know that reality exists for a significant portion of other people on this planet. So it's given enough life. We're not entertaining it. So do what you need to do within your little bubble. To be like, this is a party. This is going to be fun. Because we need you to be a violinist on the side of the Titanic. Like those 2 images that I got a while ago. I don't even remember the last time I channeled this, but it was like, there's people on either side of the red line. They're fighting. Can't believe you're on side of this red line. I can't believe you're on side of this red line. And then people over here just like living their own lives and speaking from I statements and just like vibing. All they're showing me is that like when a storm comes in, when Mother Nature or, Mother Nature rains and snows, we all are affected by that. Everybody is. So think of that like the first week of November as being that. And I talked about this in the Scorpio season video where that's some of the spiciest energy I've seen in a while. And so that's a very exciting thing. We can use that for creative expression. We can use that to heal. We can use that for the arts. We can use that for all different things. So it doesn't have to be a negativism. Healthy aggression and anger, that's an emotion. You can't just say, I can't experience that emotion. It is an emotion. It's there. So if you're experiencing it, harness it and really, really focus it on something else. Focus it on something else. It's like your focus, your view, your thoughts are the magnifying glass. So put it on something that you want, not on something you don't want. It's like they're showing me, it's like you have this like Kindle and firewood and you want to light a fire. So focus it over there instead of focusing it on your garden or your house or, that like stack of your journals that you don't want to light on fire. Like put it towards something good. Yeah. Like fire is a very intense, powerful, angry looking tool, but that's kind of how we cook things, Ask you anything else the galactics are saying. I like working with them. They're just looking down at me. They're like, that's how you're going to give the message. That's the way you're going to give the message. They're like, it was spot on. Everything was great, but that's not how we would. Okay. I'm asking just because somebody how would you give the message? Go buy food, go have water, go have gas in your car, and have something that you don't have to go outside. Like that would have been it, girl. So that's. Appreciate y'all. And they want to highlight that if the Galactics and the Galactic Federation resonates with you, know that your soul is also a member and a volunteer, to use Elizabeth April's language. She's definitely the person that connected me to the GFL, so definitely go check out her work. She does incredible work. And you can connect to them in a one-on-one way. When you're ready, when you're open to it, just know that what I'm doing, just like EA says, and something I really respect, everyone can do what it is that I do. However you shine, however you choose to connect is your own. It's like being X-Men. We all shine in different ways. So know that you can connect to them in your own capacities, in your own meditations, and having that grounding practice, you can understand what's going on. I've had a lot of people reach out and they're like, I can't channel this way. I can't do this. Years of my life have I spent in meditation. Years of my life have I spent understanding what intrusive thoughts are. Like all of these different things. I have tons of information for you, tons of healing and literally go. I'm trying to think of the best. place to start. Like, yeah, I have a video like connecting to interdimensionals. Safety is key. That could be a video to start, because grounding and understanding the voices. If you want to really spearhead your awakening, my self-mastery program is for you. It's normally an $800 program. For right now, I've discounted that to $555. That's 6 chapters, really like swan diving into your awakening. I reference that it's for leaders and entrepreneurs. Leadership is an incredible hat that all of us wear. So I'd say that that's for you if you're here with me. And they're saying healing looks different for everyone. Healing looks different for everyone. So please know that it's okay to cry right now. It's okay to not label it. Experiencing your emotions in a very Aries way is a beautiful thing. And expressing your frustration, like walk away for a moment and like stem it out and yell it out and like really get it out. Like it's such a beautiful parable. It's like the movie The Breakfast Club when they're all dancing around, and it's like one of them's dancing aggressively. Molly Ringwald's dancing this way. Like, you can dance. Like, one of them's literally stemming. Like, put on that scene and pick your flavor and be whichever Breakfast Club character you want to be. But know that neither is right or wrong. They're just all dancing. And they're not saying you're dancing wrong or you're feeling wrong or you're expressing this emotion, this energy wrong. Thank you to the Galactics. I'm so grateful. All right, let's continue. Ooh. So I'm just going to paint this picture with you. I was brought to a very clean, empty, white room, like nothing in it forever. It was like the 3D printed empty room. And it's so never-ending story. It's like, as I'm talking, it's getting printed. As I'm talking, it's getting created. And so this is Source speaking, and Source is saying we're creating a new world with our thoughts, our words, our actions, our intentions. So he's now, I say he because, again, I said my Catholic background, Source, that Source does not have a name and label or anything. I just say it's my physical human body's Catholic upbringing. Has nothing to do. That's just the way that Sarah, the human avatar, expresses those words. So I apologize if that was triggering. Source is saying and circling the word intention. Right now, focus on your intention. What is your intention? To be financially free, to have time freedom, to have location freedom. It doesn't have to be, I want to be an entrepreneur. You can work for an aligned company. I want my daily life to look like this. Go so far into that future that doesn't exist. It's like this room is timeless. It's timeless. But try not to say, it's like we referenced this the other day. A lottery ticket is one teeny tiny little piece of paper in an infinite space of infinite. And it has a specific number where time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. For right now, this is very full moon. It's very odd that Source is saying this, because usually around full moons we don't really manifest. But right now, keeping your intention. After this, I want to talk about intrusive thoughts. Keeping your intention on, I am financially free. I am of service to God. Money finds me effortlessly. I have location freedom. I have the freedom to heal. I have the freedom to invest in myself. I have the freedom to release what does not serve me. I am on my soul's mission. There's a lot of you. 150, oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of what God is trying to say right now. Show me the word 150. That could just be a very powerful word right now, or number right now. 144, the 144,000, a lot of people are really like, what is my soul's mission? What is my soul purpose? What am I supposed to do? And so that's okay to have that goal, but it's almost like you're thinking too small. Sources pointing me saying, one day she's channeling, one day she's doing an astrology reading, one she's talking about trauma, one she's talking about this, one day she's talking about that. So it's like but I'm always on mission. I'm always doing what my soul came here to do. One day I'm dancing, one day I'm painting, one day I'm doing this, the creative expression, all these different things. I just created a full moon healing for you. So the link is in the description and it's in my link tree as well. Please go check that out. It's an $11 virtual healing. It's just full light language healing for, I think it was like a half hour, 40 minutes, just specifically infused. I have my healing canvas. I'm integrating my creative practice into my life. It's like, it's all there for you. So that's available. It's $11. Many channeled messages came through, tons of stuff, tons of angels, tons of stuff. I'm having somebody ask that's watching, like, why couldn't this one be the angels? And there's a phrase that it was from Lewis Howes. It was a talk of Lewis Howes and Bob Proctor. Bless Bob Proctor's soul. He's definitely a guide of mine. But Lewis said, when you pay attention. And sometimes the free messages that I offer have to be the most intense ones, because that's what Source is trying to give you. It's trying to give you efficient messages. They're giving me the parable of fire again, where I could sit here and try to explain to you what it feels like to put your hand in fire. It's going to hurt. What is hurt? It ouches. It's painful. Well, isn't pain, isn't it different for one person and one person? It's like, no, it's not fun for anybody. It's going to hurt more for some people and less for some people. And the more fire that you step in, the less fire. But doesn't David Goggins like actually jump into fire and like sleep next to fire? But yeah, but that's David Goggins. And it's like, or you could touch fire and you'll understand right quick what that feels like. Your angels do want you to know how loved you are and how safe you are and how proud of you they are. It's your guardian angels, not so much like the angelic realm. Like Yeshua is one of my guides, so Yeshua, Michael, and Gabriel are always with me, so they're always in the room. But your guardian angels want you to know how loved you are. They're always with you. They're always right there next to you. They're always right there shooting you, cheering you on, watching you shoot your shot. Like really, they're always right there with you. Some of you have two. I have two. But sometimes it's like, when I look at something like this, there's two of them. So sometimes it's just our limited vision that keeps us in that mindset. Okay. I'm going to do our last message, and then we're going to close for today. It's way longer than I thought it was going to be. When it comes to Aries energy, when I say you knew better, it is that you knew better, but the Aries energy processes so quickly. It processes so quickly. You cry, you scream, you kick something, you hurt your foot, very, very Viggo Mortensen, and then you're done. And that's it. You learn the lesson. It's the infant baby ram of the zodiac. This is in close conjunction to Chiron, so the introductory video to this full moon is going to be helpful for you. I don't remember what I called it. Radical self-acceptance. Dude, it's okay to say I knew back when. Sarah, explain that parable before we go. Okay, I shall. So something's coming up for everybody right now. It's a job, a situation, a person, a situationship, a family member, an issue. There's something that's coming up right now for everybody. And that's presence. I want you to look back into your past and say, when did I know that this wasn't the right spot for me, or that something was wrong, or that this wasn't the right person for me, something was up? Where was that red flag? And now look at where you are. God was whispering back then. Now God's kind of raising God's kind of raising their voice. Whatever universe is speaking to you in a way that is a little bit more, you got to listen to me now. You got to put a little more effort into this now. They point at me. I speak from I statements around here. So I could have waited until November to do the full moon healing. I could have waited. It was a very short period of time where God really downloaded that into my brain and said, this can be very helpful for a lot of people. I'm working on location freedom, to be able to do what I do from anywhere in the world. That is one of my biggest goals right now going into 2025. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to connect in person with a lot of my subscribers and my clients that I've never met before. That's a big goal of mine. And so God downloaded that to me. I said yes. I have no idea how to accomplish that with the paradigm that I'm in right now, save becoming the person that can do that. So this full moon healing that I've created for you, it's $11. The link is in the description. That I can do from anywhere. That is something that I can offer you from anywhere. So instead of waiting until November and feeling like, okay, I'm going to prep for it, I'm going to do this, I did it, and I don't care. I don't care if I judge myself over the quality of my camera, over the quality of this, over the quality of that. I'm figuring that out, but I'm utilizing every single tool that I have in my toolbox that is at my disposal right now. I'm using every single one of them because that's all I have in my toolbox. And I'm not going to judge myself for not having, I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I don't have the tool that I need to be able to do this. I don't have the team. I don't have this. I don't have this. What do I have? Is a computer, a phone, my channeling capabilities, my apps. What I have is what I have, and I'm using them to the best of my abilities. And I'm educating myself, and I'm doing every single thing so that by the end of the day, I'm a projector in human design, so it's like about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm tuckered out. I've given God my all. There's nothing left in my brain. Emails are answered. Everything's attended to. I've given the universe, I've given this human world my all. And that's all I can do. That's it. The rest is out of my hands. And so I offer that to God. I say, God, I've done everything that has been given to my brain, everything that's been downloaded into me, to use Cody Sanchez language. I'm wrung out, I'm done, I've given it every bit of myself, and I just trust for the rest to come. In due course. All right, we're going to close that. Thank you so much, Source. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Galactics. Thank you, every single one of you, for being here. It is an incredible blessing to be here with you. An incredible blessing. I had no idea it was going to take that long. I had no idea so many messages were going to come through. I hope this is helpful for you. Happy full moon in Aries. I'm super duper jazzed to be here with you. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video with someone that you like. That's the best way to help this cafe grow, is to share it and to welcome others to the table. That is the most incredible thing that you could do for me right now, is to like, subscribe, and share with your community what it is that you're experiencing, what you're going through, and help to grow the cafe. Everyone's welcome around here. We speak from I statements. We're working on ourselves. And so if you know someone that could benefit from this information, please send this along. Thank you. Love you.